He said, come over from television, and there had been another film before with Roy Castle, bless him, and he played alongside Peter as the companion then. I think it was quite a popular film of its time, and therefore ours, was on the back of that and did very well. An awful lot of people speak to me now, oh yes, you were in that Dalek film, blah, blah, blah. And they were all children in those days, and they still remember it fondly, so it was a good one. I had worked with Peter Cushing before, so that was an attraction anyway, because I liked Peter and he was great fun to work with. I'd done a film in Israel called She with Ursula Andress and John Richardson and some very nice stunt people, Jerry Crampton and Romo Goroha and whatever. And we had a wonderful time on that, so it was a nice opportunity to work with Peter again. It was great fun. Peter played him in the film that I did with him as a bumbling old gentleman, and he always looked to me as though he was chewing a mint, just finishing a Murray mint. And then he would speak, rearranging things in his mouth. And it was like a big toffee, and then it would be off. One of the first times we met the Daleks, Peter and I were doing this scene, and there was I've told this story many times before, so if you've heard it before, please ignore the next bit. There was a guy called Bob Jewell, was the chief Dalek operator, and they sat inside it, and their little legs shuffling on the bottom to move them along. And they also had all the lines so we could play a scene together. And they would say, you'll go over there, whatever it was. Anyway, Bob was coming down the ramp inside the thing, and Peter and I were being naughty, whatever we had to do as the characters. And this voice came out. Bob was Australian, and the voice, so we could reply to it, was something like, you will be exterminated. And that was it. Peter and I started laughing, and we got the most terrible telling off from Gordon Flemyng. Oh, stop that laughing, Cribbins, what are you doing? Yes, this gruff Glaswegian or wherever voice. And we just couldn't, we got the giggles, because it's be exterminated. And it's back to Ramsay Street. And we just laughed and laughed and laughed. And Gordon got more and more cross. But the Daleks always, they used to make me laugh, really, they did. These voices and trundling about and bumping into things. Oops, Daisy, yes. Sorry, cut, we go again. He was a good director, Gordon. As I say, he got very cross with us when we got the giggles, because it was sort of, had to be getting on with it. It wasn't a long-term film. No, I enjoyed working with him. He was very direct and you knew exactly where you were with him. No, he was fun, yeah. And that very gruff, hello, good morning, growling at you. I think John Pertwee was the doctor of that time, and he was leaving, and they were interviewing a lot of actors, so I went along and was interviewed by Barry Letts, I think was the producer. Anyway, I went in and sat down, as you do, and hello, good morning, right, what have you done, what can you do? I said, well, I'm a very good swimmer, right, yes, sort of nodding, thinking, he doesn't swim, Doctor Who never swims, I'm a very good swimmer. I said, I was a paratrooper, I can fight. He said, oh, no, he never fights. No, you never see him fight. And Tom Baker, who was a very, very good doctor, he got the job. And the first thing I remember is he going smack and knocking somebody out, which made me laugh. Very happy memories of that film, though. Lots of happy memories. Yes, especially Gordon Flemyng growling at us. You stop laughing, Cribbins. Get on with that.